Welcome to the Latrobe City International Open Water Ski event, a unique format with overall and slalom competition in men's and women. Held at Lake Narracan, Victoria, a wonderful venue and a great place for a water ski competition.
In the Latrobe Valley Water Ski Club, turning it on over the past few weeks, and our Ski Nord T200 making its way down, and we'll pick up our first competitor. And a big thank you to Sharon Gibson from the Latrobe City Council.
Latrobe City has so much to offer. We have an hour from the snow, hour from the beach, an hour and a half to Melbourne, and look what we have, and it's in our backyard. So it's a great place to bring up your children, but it's a great place for even the older people or the grey nomads, if you like, to live. It is a really nice place.
And today we'll be opening with overall competition with men's and women's slalom final, followed by men's and women's overall trick final, and wrapping it up, the men's and women's overall jump final.
And then we'll move into the slalom competition. We have our women's slalom final and our men's head-to-head slalom final here for the 2017 Latrobe City International Open.
And first up, women's overall slalom competition and Clémentine Lucine from France, starting on a 13-metre rope length. So the scores will be added together in the three disciplines, trick, slalom and jump, to find our overall winner. Beautiful conditions on Lake Narracan here today, and Clémentine Lucine making no problem at all with that opening 13-metre pass.
So with this slalom event, of course, we'll have 6 buoys out there on Lake Narracan. Each of our competitors need to navigate their way around each of those 6 buoys and also through the entrance and exit gates. This is a 12-metre line for Clémentine Lucine of France. Looking good here. She turns buoy number 5 and she edges across to 6, and a nice completed 12-metre line for Clémentine Lucine of France.
Well, plenty of overall points in that one, but let's see if she can build on it. She's coming back at 11.25, extremely short rope length. Gets a good start. Oh no, she stands a scalp a little bit around 1. Gets to 2 though and stretches for 3, but unfortunately 2 at 11.25 will be the final score for Clémentine Lucine.
It's a score to start for Clem. Is it going to be enough to give her the 1,000 points here in this slalom overall competition? Just leans, lost that left shoulder, just dipped it over in the water a little bit there. Clémentine Lucine on ball number 1. Turns number 2 though, stands the ski up all the way, and then really has to lean on that right shoulder across to 3, and unfortunately inside buoy number 3.
Now the second of our 3 invited female overall skiers, Valentina Gonzalez from Chile, on a 13-metre line. Great start on the 13-metre rope. Turns just a little bit late out of 2, back on time for 3 though. Looking good there at buoy 4, carves through the wake. She does, takes in 5, and no problem running that 13-metre pass. Well done, Valentina Gonzalez.
So we'll shorten her now to the 12-metre line, keeping in mind that there's only 11.5 metres from the centre of the boat course out of that turn buoy, so it has half a metre spare rope. Gets around to buoy number 1, gets and leans across to 2, nice tight turn at 2, keeps the line nice and tight, snaps ball number 3, angles to number 4. She's seen it pass run by Clémentine Lucine, unfortunately inside buoy number 5. 4 on the 12.
Now we move to Jacinta Carroll from Australia, also on the 13-metre pass. So Clémentine Lucine, our overall leader so far. Jacinta Carroll now on the 13 metres. Angles around to 4. Oh, she's late out of 4. She's going to have to stretch for 5. She does. She'll have to fight like anything for 6. She's late out of 6, but no problem in the end in running that 13-metre pass.
Well, Jacinta more renowned for her jumping ability, but in this overall competition, she's going to need to step it up here in slalom. She needs to run this pass. Stands up a little bit at 1. Angles to 2, though. A lot of slack line at 2. She's got to work now. Turns 3. Can she make it to 4 and run the pass? No, it looks like she's going to settle with 4 on the 12, so that means Clémentine Lucine takes home the 1,000 points here in this overall competition.
Okay, so we go to the scoreboard now. Clémentine Lucine from France with that score of 2 at 11,000 overall points. Valentina Gonzalez 909.99 and Jacinta Carroll the same score. So we go to the dock and have a talk with Clémentine Lucine.
Yeah, I slalom well. I could have done it a little better, but it's really good, and I'm really happy to be here because an overall tournament, an overall elite tournament doesn't happen. It's the first time it's actually the first time it's an elite tournament.
So now we move on to the men's overall competition here in this slalom event. We've got Dylan Schaefer of the USA. This is the opening line length of 14.25. So it should be a basic pass here for Dylan. We'll just like to just run this pass nice and comfortably, really set himself up for the 13, the 12, and hopefully the 11.25 as he moves through, turns buoy number 4, angles to number 6 there, easy and out through the exit gates. Dylan Schaefer, 6 on the 14.25.
So after settling himself down on 14.25, he now shortens to 13 metres. Boat speed set at 58 kilometres per hour. Now around buoy 2. Stood the ski up a little around 3. He's going to have to chase this down. It looks like he's got it back together as he turns 5. And Dylan Schaefer from the USA successfully completing the 13-metre pass after a little bit of a hiccup halfway through.
Well, we're now onto the 12-metre line, so needs to run this pass. Stands up, though, a little bit at 1. Not looking very settled here on this third pass. Dylan Schaefer just stands on the back of the ski. He's going to make it hard to get inside, or should say around buoy number 4. So 3 on the 12 for Dylan Schaefer.
Then we move to Adam Settlemyre. Well, he has 6 at 12 under his belt. Moves into the 11.25 metre pass. A step up in class in the slalom event, I think it's fair to say, as Adam Settlemyre, one of the world's finest overall exponents, takes in buoy 5 now, angles through the waist beautifully, and so much control out through 6 and successfully running 11.25 metres.
So now we're going to shorten him to the 10.75. Rob, as you mentioned, he just knows how to work this slalom ski, also tricks and jumps up around the top competitors around the world here, Adam Settlemyre. Look at this. This is the 10.75, turns 5, angles to buoy number 6. There you go, completes the 10.75. Adam Settlemyre from the Czech Republic.
Well, because every point counts in this overall event, and he's piling on the overall points. Great turnaround one at the 10.75, but unfortunately couldn't negotiate 2. So Adam Settlemyre with 1 on the 10.75 metre line.
Yeah, look at the reach there as he turns. This is the 10.25. Gets the angle, tries to get as hard as he can to get around buoy number 2, and unfortunately inside. 1 on the 10.25.
Now we move to Felipe Miranda from Chile. He's completed his earlier passes, so we pick him up on the 11.25 metre pass. Good start, looking solid, takes in buoy 2. Looking controlled so far. Fraction down course out of 3, but I don't think it's going to be a problem for Felipe as he takes in 5. He just waited for 5 and a beautiful turn from 5 to 6, completing the 11.25 metre without a problem.
And now setting himself up for the 10.75. Now Felipe Miranda needs a good start. Angles across now to 2. Oh, a little bit of a slack line. No, he's going to have to work. Oh, just dip the shoulder in. Around buoy number 3, this official score coming through, 2.5 on the 10.75 for Felipe Miranda.
So we pick up the standings after men's slalom. Adam Settlemyre leading on 1,000 points. Felipe Miranda in second on 918.18. Dylan Schaefer from the USA, 709.09. A bit of work to do. Of course, the leading score given 1,000, and the rest of the points for the competitors reflecting a percentage of that leading score. We go to Adam Settlemyre on the dock to get his thoughts.
Feeling pretty good. Obviously, after the slalom round, it went really well for me. Was able to take away the 1,000 points, slalom is one of my strongest events. So definitely an event that I fall back to. So it felt pretty good to deliver on my goals leading up to the event.